Hello. Good evening, sir. Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Coming to this, today's topics here is the 3.8. The IS code is 103. Safety in boiler. And the second one is safety precautions and operations of boiler. Different types of boilers when not in use. Preservation of the boilers when not in use. Steam pressure, pressure gauge, treatment of feed water, etc. We will be discussing the safety in boilers first. The safety precautions also will be discussed, and operation of boilers will be discussed in the coming slides tomorrow, day tomorrow, or the next classes. But different types of boilers when not in use means there may be some shutdowns or breakdowns, some the what we call the workforce unrest or strike is there. At that time, the boilers which we have, the industries, how they secure with all the parts of the boiler which are very important, like safety valve, steam drum, steam valve, boiler feed water, and all these things, and boiler vertical tubes and all. With the emergency team, they have to secure all the parts of the boiler when they are not in use. Just like that, it's not supposed to be shut and close the door. You have to keep on what is called the circulated with chemical treatment or the water treatment or by the hot water treatment, depending upon the manufacturer's manual suggestions and all, when not in use. That is the meaning of that only. Preservation of boilers and not in use is also very similar way. The preservation in the sense of what is called, some of the boilers have the preserved some time after the resuming the functions of the other sections. For example, when the construction of the a boiler is there, when the construction of the industry is there, boiler part is completed, but other parts are waiting like turbine and other things. So at that time, how do you preserve this boiler until your all the project works is completed before starting? That is called preservation means. It doesn't mean that preservation means to keep in shelf. Preservations of the boiler means when the construction is taking place, the boiler part is over, but the connected part is completely going to be in progress. At that time, before that time, we have to preserve the boiler with all the parts of the boiler, because parts of the boilers are taking a much role in the operations. Like for example, steam drum, a mud drum, the what we call this. Just a minute. Just a moment. They knock down the door. Just a minute, please. Sorry, sir. That is what is meant by the preservation of the boilers when not in use. Of course, the parts of the boiler like steam drum, mud drum, for example, the safety valve, all other parts are of the boiler is very, very important to keep the what is called the intact of all the boiler quality materials and all, because costly involvement is there. That's why the when not in use, how to what is called maintenance will be taken care of. how to preserve is the different meaning is there. Don't mistaken. Steam pressure is also important and pressure gauge is also important, because if it is not working, what is the other alternative to take care of, to see the any other what is called manual gauges are there, and steam pressure is there is not. To see the what is called, I mean, talking to the turbine people, and they decide the what is called pressure gauge is calibrated or not. And the treatment of feed water is also very important. Feed water, you know that the boiler feed water is having the lot of the specifications where they are treated in the demineralizer plant, that is DM plant. We will discuss all the things in coming slides one by one in next week also, after completion of today's. Now the first we will take the safety in boilers one by one. We will see safety in boilers means the industrial boiler. We are talking about the only industrial boilers. The industrial boiler safety requires a multi-faceted approach, and including adhering to regulations, implementing robust maintenance, conducting regular inspections, and ensuring proper training and procedure to prevent accidents and ensure worker safety. Because this is the one of the important place, multi-faceted approach means we have to approach the boiler in a different culture, with having the workforce well trained and certified, as well as the qualified persons to be taken care of. That's why it's a multifaceted approach, uh, including adhering while running. We need to include the adhering to the, that means we need to implement the regulations of standards of the boiler standards. We will discuss in coming slides also in the next moment. Implementing robust maintenance, because the maintenance is very robust, because the key the steam wall and boiler, the steam drum, as well as the pressure, all pressure parts will be there, like economizer, boiler parts, furnace parts, and the ESP parts, as well as chimney parts, like this. These are the very ID fan, FD fan. They are the part of parcel of the furnace. That's why the robust maintenance will be taken care of. Conducting regular inspections is also important, not only by the internal inspectors, by the uh, uh, designated engineers or qualified engineers, but also the inspector of factories visitors also will be taken care of for the inspection of boilers yearly, for ensuring that boiler is going to be kept running after getting certificate from the inspector of boilers only. Depending upon the licenses, depending upon the period we have to use, and before 1 month before, we have to call the inspector of factories to inspect the our boiler, so that he will come and inspect after shutting down and cleaning. Once he is taking the full pressure test until the what is called the whatever the as per the design, as well as the working test pressure, they will be taken with feed water. If there is any leakage is there in on the tubes and all, they will verify, and if they pass, definitely they will give a certificate. Then we'll keep the running in such a way. Before going to the details in safety of the boilers, we can say the what are the key aspects of the boiler safety. Here is a regulator e-compliance standards, because whatever the regulations are there and the standards are there, we need to comply what the organization subscribes and the prescribes. And also the maintenance and inspection is second part, which is the part of parcel of the boiler safety of boiler. And the third one is operational safety, and the fourth one is the key boiler components of the safety. These are the four important things. These are the coming in the coming slides. Always we will discussing with the regulations, discuss with the maintenance, discuss with the key, what we call the maintenance, discuss with the boiler blow down, water treatment, and operation of the system, level monitoring at this, because we have to keep in mind after the discussion is over. Here is a more detailed look at aspects of the industrial, as discussed. Four factors are there. One is regulatory compliance standards, where in that adherence to the regulations, the standards as all. Industrial boilers must comply with relevant safety standards and regulations, which vary by location and industry, because your regional, your state, your place, your district will speak the regulations and standards. Depending upon that, we have to apply or we have to take the license, and accordingly construction is taken place, and the running of the boiler, we have to, during the running of the boiler, we need to comply all the regulations of the standards of the regional or the central or state. That is called adherence to the regulations. Professional installations commissioning is very important. The construction stage is there. We need to engage the normal contractor of the boiler is not supposed to be. We need to involve in construction and installation and the uh, commissioning part. We have to take the professionals only. That means you are qualified and having the certified agencies that is to be taken care of. That means boiler installation and commissioning should be done by qualified professionals to ensure proper operation and safety, because very important, the boiler installation and the commissioning should be taken care by the professionals only, and should be done by qualified professionals. Ensure that proper operation of the safety is in place. These are the first regulatory compliance standards of the by the industry with regard to the boiler safety in boiler. Maintenance and inspections are also very important. The regular maintenance, preventive maintenance, and the inspection of for damage and water treatment, as well as the boiler blowdown, as well as the emergency shutdown devices are also very important. Coming to the maintenance operation with respect to regular maintenance means normally yearly shutdown will be taken care of during the inspection of the practice inspector. Apart from this, if any breakdowns is arised in the other section which is connected to the turbine, therefore we need to stop the boiler also, depending upon where the steam is not required, or the liquor is not there, or the coal is not there, like this fuel is not there. That means we need to take the inspection, the maintenance and inspections also. ఏంటి మాది అయిపోయింది ఇవాళ అయిపోయిందా ఇవాళతోనే అలా కాదు మరి నాకు ఫోటోలు అవుతుంది మాది వెళ్తానులే మరి అయిపోతాను వెళ్తానులే. The regular maintenance and the preventive maintenance, inspection for damage and water treatment and boiler blowdown, emergency shutdown details. Regular maintenance is well-maintained boiler is a safe boiler. Routine inspection and maintenance help to prevent malfunctions of the and the potential hazards also taken care of. That is very important. While taking the care of the maintenance, we have to see that the well-maintained boiler, safe boiler, routine inspections, maintenance, and help prevent malfunctions and potential hazards. Preventive maintenance means there is a schedule is there. Definitely will be taken care of. That is called.
Hello.
Hello. Hello,
హలో ప్రభాకర్
tell me, sir.
సార్ సార్ ఇది బాయిలర్ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ అండ్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ యాక్చువల్గా స్టాచ్యుటరీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ అంటే ఏంటి ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ఏంటి మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ ఇంటర్వెల్స్ ఏంటి అండ్ ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ అంటే మెయింటెనెన్స్ ఇంటర్వెల్ ఏంటి ఇన్స్పెక్షన్ ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఏంటి
Sir, we will discuss in all these things while coming into the site, sir. But as per your question, the maintenance is not having any schedules regarding the industry, sir, because depending upon the inspector of factories inspection is every year they have to carry every year. Depending upon the inspector of factories fix the date, accordingly they will pre-planned of the boiler shutdown and connected what is called the procedures or connected plants. There is no the maintenance schedule for this. But whenever the occasion, whenever the possibility has come by the industry to force to take the breakdown, force to shut down, irrespective of the inspection of the factory's inspection, they will take the maintenance immediately. There is no particular the preventive maintenance of the or the annual shutdowns is there, depending upon the factory's inspection schedule only. Preventive means it is doesn't mean that preventive maintenance of the boiler. The preventive maintenance of the safety appliances like the safety valve and the boiler, what is called feed valves, all the what is called the parts of the boiler that will be taken care of. Keep the standby ready whenever the what is called the situation has come. Immediately we have to change the standby. But there is no regular as per the standard. We have to stop by 6 months. We have to stop by 1 month. No, as per the license given by the inspector of factories, as per that, the frequency of the boiler is every 1 year they need to conduct inspection by the inspector of factories.
సార్
Clear, sir?
రిగార్డింగ్ దిస్ ఆర్ దే regarding this is it required to do inspection in front of them or is it okay to get it inspected by a certified
No,
third
no.
party person like that?
In the inspection schedule only, while giving the license by the inspector of practice, he will give the next due date also. On that
So
basis of the
someone
due
from
date,
the someone will come and witness that inspection.
yes,
Is it
yes,
so?
yes. Inspector of practice itself is coming to the boiler, sir. He will take the all the boiler suit and all. He will go inside and check the after the what is called feed water, sending to the all pipes and set the close the steam valve, and after confirmation of the pressure of the 35 kg or 45 kg, depending upon the design and operating pressure, then only they will go inside and check each and every part of the boiler if there any leakage is there. Because once the inspector of factories has given the certificate, the next day if any explosion will taken place, the inspector is held responsible. Therefore, the inspector is giving the certificate means where in that it is
Sir,
mentioned
like that, if we see
clearly
there will
that
be some
next
boilers. So
due
it is
date also is there. Yes, Kumar Garu.
sir, is it true that in each and every boiler will be inspected by them or only for namesake or paper sake?
Not namesake, sir. Sorry, sir. Because inspector of boilers, they have to submit the results of the every quarter to their central part of the what we call this the disaster management to the central port, sir. All the inspector of factories. So in that region of the inspector of boilers, what are the suppose 50 boilers are coming within the East Godavari, within the West Godavari, or the Visakhapatnam district, or the Vijayanagam district, he has to submit the data every quarterly to the disaster management by the inspector of factories, not just like a namesake, sir, boiler.
Okay, sir. Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Nice question. The preventive maintenance important. The proactive maintenance is also important. Where the suppose some organization getting the chance of the where the other sections is forced to shut down, where that the steam is not required for the turbine, steam is not required for the process immediately. We will shut the boiler also, furnace or the boiler also will shut and take the preventive maintenance also immediately. Because of the unexpected preventive maintenance has come, that's why all the boiler parts of the safety boilers keep ready and overall, and every standby is keeping ready. A dedicated staff members are there, boiler inspectors within the company. They have what is called 3 shifts and 1 reliever. They have a boiler certified operator. They will send to the certification course to the examination also. Then only they will appointed all the 4 members. 3 members in shift and 1 is reliever. 4 members is compulsory. In safe side, some of the industries keep one the 1 or 2 members of the boiler inspector. That means boiler certified boilers or the qualified boilers keep the 2 fellows in extra. If any case long leave is there by the one of the operator, he will take the services by using this. Inspection for damage is also very important. Comes under the maintenance is because these are the some safety aspects before we have to taken care of. Inspection for damage here is regularly inspect the boiler for leaks, cracks, corrosion, and other damages. Anyhow, the inspector of factories will come before that. If any chances is coming to the organization by taking their preventive maintenance due to the other section shutdown and all, this boiler is forced to shut immediately by individual. That means the what we call the industrial safety persons or industrial mechanical engineers, industrial boiler engineers will be keep on what is called inspect the boilers inside. They're going by wearing the boiler suits, verifying for leaks, cracks, and corrosions and other damage also. Every person who is going inside is a qualified person. That means we have to take the opportunity of the maintenance. If after maintenance, if any leakage is coming, something is what is called, maintenance is arranged, means management will not leave those people. That's why these gentlemen, dedicated people are working in a systematic manner, and they are experts in that what is called inspections, the boiler for leaks and cracks as well as corrosion and other damage is there. If that situation is there, if any what is called the opportunities comes, the shutdown time is required or sufficient is there, then only they will attend. Otherwise, they will simply patchwork will be taken care of and informed to the inspector of factories. Immediately, please come, sir. You will attend this. You please do the inspection and carry the what is that is called sudden inspection, because this is not scheduled inspection. Because the leaks we have attended the some of the what is called the pipes, some of the corrosions. This is called extra payment will be made, extra fees to be made to the boiler inspector and request for the calling, apart from the regular inspection of the yearly. That is there happened for some of the industries happened also. Only thing you have to request the inspector of boilers. You have to pay the extra registration fees, and we request the gentleman to come and give the clearance for running. If any maintenance will attended by the internal people. Water treatment is also important because we are sending the boiler feed water means DM water, that means demineralized water only. There are some recommended feed water for every boiler as per the manual of the operation or the manufacturing manual or the boiler expert. That feed water treatment plant they have every industry. That industry will be very hardcore of the industry, apart from the boiler also, because the DM plant is DM water is not good. Your boiler quality plate or boiler quality tube will be immediately corroded, and the cracks will be observed because of the feed water content. Because we will discuss in the feed water content the coming slides also. Because the phosphorus content is more means definitely it will not encourage for the boiler quality metal to long live. It will erase the surface, inside surface, by the feed water where the phosphorus is not adequate percentage there. It will definitely lead to the boiler quality tubes erosion will be taken place. Therefore, the cracks and corrosion and damage will be occurred also. That's why water treatment is also very important point. Proper water treatment is crucial to prevent scale formation, corrosion, and other water-related issues. And the blowdown, boiler blowdown is very important, where the normally boiler blowdown is only while the steam drum is there, mud drum is there. From steam drum, the HP steam is going to the turbine. From the mud drum, the feed water after getting circulated through the tubes, it is going to the again to the economizer and again recirculated. That at that time we have to take the blow down. That means a fraction of 2 to 3 seconds, we will collect the blow down of water, steam, water. What is the condition of the inside tubes? They will be tested in the DM plant. But the boiler blow down properties is not good. That means they're having some what is called metallic, what is called this metallic parts are there in this during the test. That means inside some corrosion and the erosion will be taken care of. The boiler blowdown test is also very important aspects in coming to this maintenance and uh, inspection. The emergency shutdown device is also important, where ensure the boiler has function emergency shutdown devices to quickly halt operation in case of operation, because steam wall or steam drum, the steam drum wall and the mud drum wall, feed water wall and the liquor functioning wall, ID fans, FD fans. These are the crucial critical equipment for the boilers, where we need to always see the standbys are there, overall ones is there. If there is any emergency shutdown comes, immediately we have to see that the boiler kept in manually taken, not in a auto mode control, and accordingly, like gauge glass and other things will be taken into manual and attending the emergency shutdowns, and thereby next connected to the system. That is, emergency shutdown will be coming, but during that time, all devices functions will be perfect. Otherwise, the manually will be operated for some time. If not the controlled by the manually, like a gauge glass level. Gauge glass level means steam drum level. That means we need to take this shutdown and inform all the sections where they are expecting some our product, as well as the our steam, as well as our the what we call the depending upon all the sections. What are the sections depends on our boiler. They have to inform us. We have to shut within an hour. Please take care of your process functions accordingly. If they need time, we have to see that the function of the boiler will be no load fire. That means only with a furnace oil or with a diesel or with a fuel, only keep the operation of the boiler is keep running. That's all. Not for the steam generation. Until and unless their clearance is given by the other section, you cannot shut down completely by the boiler. That is very, very important. So therefore, the third one is operational safety is important. During the operation, water level monitoring, that means steam drum and mud drum, and the combustion control is also important. Whether the oxygen is sufficiently sending through primary air, secondary air, and tertiary air. The oxygen is sending through FD air is perfectly or not. Through charts, know the level of the combustion and the draft, where the individual draft is there, the suction or the pressure is there. Backfire should not be taken care of. Balancedly should be taken care of. We have to see that the steam production is also stable, and the product is coming after the liquor firing or the, you can say, the coal fired. You have to see that the cinder or ash content is very perfectly. Otherwise, your combustion is not perfectly there. Arranged oxygen. That's where the combustion controls is very important. Ensure the proper combustion or control prevention explosions, fires, and toxic gas leaks also. Because if you coal-fired boiler, one property is there. The liquefied boiler is one property is there. Water steam boiler is there, one property is there. Like this, we have to see that combustion control will be always in keep in boiler operator control, and see that should not given any explosion due to fires and the toxic gases leaks due to the uneven operations or human errors. This is very important of the operation safety. During combustion controls, we need to proper oxygen supply through primary air, secondary air, and tertiary air also. Flame monitoring is also important, where the burners are using before starting of the or lighting of the boiler to ignite the coal, to ignite the liquor. We have to use the flame monitoring also. But use the flame monitoring system to detect the presence of the flame and to prevent the fuel from being released without any flame. That means flame is also coarse particle has to go. The nozzle of the burner, we have to verify the nozzle of the burner is not good. The oil is going the more amount through the nozzle and the spillage in the tip itself, thereby causing the fire explosion will be taken care of. That's why we have to see the burner techniques also important. That is called the flame monitoring. That is the flame should be the very projective and not like a simply a particles like it. It's like a jet. It has to go inside the furnace. Once the nozzles are not good, or the o-ring of the boiler is not good. O-ring means the cascade or the what we call the steam cooker cascade, or is also a o-ring of the boiler. It will help the what is called not to leak through the feeding of the oil into the burner. You have to see that o-ring maintenance is also there. Like for example, cooker gasket, how it is. It is the o-ring of the boiler is also there. Some small rubber ring is there. It will be taken care of not to leak. Two things are there. One is flame nozzle, and the o-ring is also to be taken care of, not to leakage from the body of the what you call the burner position and all. And the fuel handling is also important, where the storage of the main storage to service storage of the fuel, either by the furnace oil, LHS oil, or diesel, whatever the organization is using, the fuel handling is also very important. They handle fuel safely to prevent fires and explosion, and see that they should not be explode anything is there. We have to see the service tank is having the dye coat